Welcome to At Home with Hebrew by Neil Walters. I'd like to introduce you into my Hebrew program here and show you how you can learn the Hebrew alphabet and then continue your studies by learning vocabulary, words, and Bible information. So I'm going to click here to start. The first thing is that you can have multiple students using the program, and the computer will actually keep track of what lessons each student has done. This is great for families and for homeschoolers. So I'm going to click Start Learning. The first thing you want to do is learn the Hebrew alphabet to be able to read. So you come to the Introduction and Learn Letters. There are 13 reading lessons, so if you could do one a day, you can actually finish and learn all the Hebrew letters and how to pronounce the entire Hebrew alphabet in 13 days or 13 lessons. Each lesson can take anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, depending upon your level of skill. So here's an example of the 13 different lessons and what letters they teach. They do not teach the letters in alphabetical order. I scrambled them around to make it more interesting. So first of all, here's the first letter. It gives you some information about that letter. I'm going to skip on over to the reading part. So for instance, I can click anytime on any blue word and I can hear the computer speak the word, and then I can see how that letter is pronounced.
A.
Okay, that's the first letter, Aleph, which is actually a silent letter, and the vowel under it determines how it's pronounced. Here's a letter with the B sound, and then the vowel under it gives it the vowel sound.
B. Ba.
At that point, you're now ready to try to read this line. So you could look at this first word and you would try to ask yourself, how would I pronounce this? And then when you're ready to test yourself, you left click on it and the computer will speak the word. At the same time, it will display the word at the bottom of the screen in what's called transliteration. It takes English letters and shows you how you would pronounce that word.
Ba.
So see here it says ba as in ball.
B.
Be as in bet.
Ba. A.
Okay, so that's your first part of your first lesson. Then you start combining those little syllables together.
Beba.
So you can hear it separately.
Be. Ba.
Put it together.
Beba.
A few more examples of that. And then you get a screen where you can drill.
Baba. Beba. Baba. Babe.
Okay, so all the yellow words are actually nonsense syllables. The blue words are real Hebrew words. So if I want to know what a real Hebrew word means, I can right-click on it, and the computer gives me the English translation at the bottom of the screen. To hear the word, I always left-click on it.
Abba. Ba.
So if I right-click on a yellow word, it says this is not a real Hebrew word. So then we add other variations, and that's an example basically of how long a lesson is. Then when you've completed this lesson, you can check this box here, and that keeps track of your statistics so that you can remember what lessons you've covered, or if you're doing a homeschooling situation, you can watch the progress of your different children that are working on this. So then you would basically continue on to like other lessons. Let me just skip through maybe to lesson, let's do lesson 8 for instance. These are two letters that look kind of similar. So what I always do is I show you the same letters in different fonts, and then I show you what letters you might get them confused with. So then you would kind of look at these and try to figure out, well, how is this letter different than this letter? And then you will have lots of little practice.
Vu. Ve. Va. Vi. You. Ye. Ya. Yi.
And then we start mixing it up again. So now it gets a little harder.
Vei. Vi. Vi. Yo. You. Vo.
So by the time you get to Lesson 8, you can handle this kind of stuff. And then now we give you a combination of different words. And now I use a technique here where I give you English words spelled in Hebrew. For instance, this word is the word yes.
Yes.
So of course that's not a real Hebrew word, but what this does, it helps pull you through these words. For instance, here you're reading yesterday.
Yesterday.
So it just kind of helps you have a little fun and helps you to guess what the word means. Then after you've done some English-sounding words in Hebrew, then of course we give you real Hebrew words.
Yad. Yom. Yeled.
And you can always find out what they mean. Now at this point in your learning what the words mean is really not as important because these words were chosen really for alphabetical drills, not for necessarily being very important words. So anyway, that's kind of how At Home with Hebrew works. You would work your way through the first 13 lessons here, and then you would know how to read the entire alphabet with all the different vowels. Now I have many other demos that will show other parts of the program. The program has something like 800 different screens in it, so you could actually spend quite a while learning different parts of Hebrew. For instance, top 400 biblical Hebrew words, grammar, hidden Hebrew, numbers, times, months of the year, synagogue words, there's readings, there's chants, if you want to learn how to sing something in Hebrew. So there's games you can play. So try some of the other demos and give the program a try. This has been Neil Walters at Home with Hebrew. HebrewResources.com.
For immediate access to our entire series of videos and the frequently asked and should ask questions on learning Hebrew, please visit HebrewInfoCenter.com. Or you can text your name and email to 214-317-4517. When you do that, I'll immediately send you access to those videos along with the first 3 audio lessons of our course, The Top 400 Words of the Hebrew Bible. Look forward to talking to you more, and I'll see you on the inside.